21st Century Expeditions. Today I'm out here at an ancient Indian kitchen midden associated with the Wekiva River. It's basically alongside of a tributary of the Wekiva River, and I'm out here with Jungle J Adventures.
Hey, how's it going?
And Florida Trailblazer.
Hey.
So over here is the kitchen midden, or shell midden.
Yeah, so you can see it right here, the formation. It's probably much larger at one time. And over long periods of time, natives would discard bones, pottery, shells, other debris here. Let's take a look around.
And that's what gives it the name kitchen midden, the fact that the Indians ate the shellfish and ate the animals and discarded their remains in the midden.
Yeah, right here you can see some, looks like pottery fragments, pieces of bone, shells.
And there's a bone here protruding from the mountain, and on this potsherd here you can actually see a texture. These Indians had a culture in different time periods of culture. They would have different styles of texture they would imprint into the mountain. There's another bone here, and that appears to be a coconut.
I wanted to ask Jungle J, do you go out in the wilderness, deep into the wilderness, a lot of areas, do you see anything like this ever?
There are a couple that I know about that I frequent. I generally don't even get up on it like this. You know, I walk around it, and because up until I met you guys, I didn't really know what it was. And of course my superstitions start, you know, getting my hackles up, and I was like, I don't know if that's a burial mound or what, so I usually stay off of them. But this is the first time I've ever actually seen pottery pointed out to me, so I'm actually really fascinated, and I'm amazed at the textures on this one shard right here. And I'm just sitting here in awe of history, sitting right here where people lived, and yeah. People, you know, they had children, they had story time, fires, dances, hunted and lived, you know, just normal lives. And I'm just in awe. I think it's amazing.
Well, I could tell you one thing they didn't have: the annoying, intrusive sound of the airplane in the background.
Yeah, yeah. That's a story of our lives as filmmakers.
Here's a nice scenic view of the water that the Indians lived along. It's where they would have gathered the shellfish and fish from, and you can imagine they dug out canoes that used to be along this river.